Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will talk about write anatomy in Hadoop. So, write anatomy is followed whenever there is some data that is being written into HDFS. Let us assume that we are copying one file from our local file system to Hadoop distributed file system. So, the file copy generally happens with a command called hdfs dfs put local path on hdfs path. This is the command that we use to copy a file from local file system to hdfs system. So this command will be executed from a mission. We call that mission as our client, and this client will submit this command to our master node. And now assume that we are copying a file of 300 MB size. Let that file be file.txt. What our Hadoop does is it will divide the file into 128 MB blocks. So this file will be divided into three blocks. One block will be of 128 MB B1, and the other block will be of 128 MB B2, and the remaining 44 MB will be in B3. And let us assume that we have three data nodes 1, 2 and 3 selected from our cluster. Our cluster is big and it has multiple nodes. Our master node, based on these three blocks B1, B2, B3, it will create a metadata for this data, like where should we store this block B1, B2 and B3. So the metadata will look something like this. So the file.txt is divided into three blocks, and block 1 will be stored in nodes 1, 2 and 3, and B2 will be stored in nodes 8, 7 and 5, and B3 will be stored in node 11, node 56 and node 76. In this context, let us assume that we are copying the block B1, and in this overall context we will see how this block B1 will get copied into this data nodes 1, 2 and 3. And now that we have seen the master node splitting the file, creating the metadata for the file, and this metadata will be based on the rack awareness concept. So if you are not aware of what rack awareness is, watch the other video in my channel. You can click on the I button and watch that video. And this metadata will be sent to data streamer. So the write anatomy has three inbuilt processes in it: the data streamer, data queue and acknowledgement queue. So this master node will send this metadata to the data streamer, and the two other components are data queue and acknowledgement queue. What this data streamer does is, this data streamer will split the block B1. I'm reminding that we are now seeing the data transfer of only block B1. So the data streamer will now split the block B1 into packets. It will divide the block into 8 packets, P1 to P8, and each packet will be of 16 MB size. If there is any block which is less than 128 MB, the size of the packets also varies. So in this context, B1 is of 128 MB, and the data streamer will split it into packets of 16 MB. And first it will take the packet P1, and it will keep all the packets in the data queue so that packets will be transferred one after the other. So packet P1 will be taken out from the data queue, and data streamer will get in touch with the data node 1. Inside data node 1, it will create a file named as B1, and the packet P1 will be copied and placed in the file B1. So the file is now open until we write all the packets P1 to P8. And now that the work of data streamer until here is done, now it is responsibility of data node 1 to replicate the block B1 into other node. The data node 1 will now get in touch with data node 2, and it will create a file named B1 and keep this file open and copies the packet P1 into this B1. And data node 2 will get in touch with data node 3, and it will create one more file. It will name the file name as B1, and it copies the packet P1 here. Once the packet is copied into all the three nodes, data node 3 will send an acknowledgement to data node 2 telling that the packet P1 has been written successfully, and data node 2 will send the same acknowledgement to data node 1 telling that the packet has been written successfully, and data node 1 will send this to data streamer, and this data streamer will tell the acknowledgement queue that we received acknowledgement for packet 1. It means that packet 1 is successfully written. And the same thing happens with the packet 2. It will take the packet 2, writes the packet 2 in block B1 in data node 1, block B1 in data node 2, and block B1 in data node 3. And same thing happens with packet P8. So this is how data is being written into multiple nodes in write anatomy. So now that we have seen how block B1 is written, the same way block B2 is written into the data nodes 8, 7 and 5 as we see in the metadata, and block B3 will be written into data nodes 11, 56 and 76. Now what if one data node fails during this process? Let us assume that our data node 2 has failed. So if data node 2 is failed and data node 1 will not get any acknowledgement, and data node 1 will tell our data streamer that I have not received any acknowledgement from data node 2. It means that one node has failed. And what our data streamer does is it will tell our master node, name node, that one node in our cluster is failed. Now it's responsibility of our master to provide a solution for this problem. What our master simply does is, so it knows that in data node 2 block B1 is being written. So our master node will simply tell us to rename the block B1 to block B11 and do the write process as is. And this information will be shared with the data streamer. And what data streamer does is it will get in touch with data node 1 and it will rename the block B1 to block B11 and start writing packets P1 to P8. And now that we know that data node 2 is failed, so that the data node 1 will directly get in touch with data node 3 and it will do the same activity. It will rename the block as B11 and it will write the packet P1 to P8. Once all the packets are written, it will send acknowledgement to data node 1 and this acknowledgement will be sent back to the acknowledgement queue. This is how the entire write process or write anatomy in Hadoop is done. So now that we have seen what write anatomy in Hadoop is, so if you like this content and if you want to know more about big data and its related technologies, I will highly recommend you to subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.